Hey, Paul.
I still need to ask you something.
What do you want?
You were in the tap house before, when
You tried to punch out the bartender. What was that all about?
I thought it was dead obvious. Cook is sleeping with my wife, and I'm supposed to just pretend I don't know, until Cook decides he's bored with her and she comes crawling back home to me.
So where do I come in?
I'm going to go back and talk to him, and I want you to come with me. You saw? He won't take me seriously otherwise. I don't want to have to really hurt him, I just want him to leave Darcy alone.
If you're just gonna talk to him, why do you need me along?
I don't want to hurt Cook, but if he doesn't listen to me, I don't know what I might do. He won't dare act so smug when he sees you at my back, and then nobody has to get hurt.
You're going to have to make it worth my while.
Caps or not, this is not going to end well.
Well, okay. I can only pay you 80 caps right now, but I'll scrape together more after we take care of Cook.
If you're just gonna talk to him, why do you need me along?
I don't want to hurt Cook, but you won't dare act so...
Hey, Paul.
Will you help me talk to Cook? Get him to leave my wife alone.
You're going to have to make it work.
Well, okay. I can only pay you...
This'll work better if I talk to Cook by myself.
You're probably right. I'm so angry at Cook, I might lose control. Just get him to leave Darcy alone.
How far do you want me to go?
As far as you need to. I don't want him dead, but otherwise, he deserves to suffer for what he's done.
Face. Strong, but not perfect. For a nominal fee, Doc Crocker can give you the looks you've only dreamed about before.
You take this charge card?
What? Oh, no. No, we don't.
Wait, what are you gonna do to me?
I'm proposing surgery. Not just any surgery. Facial reconstruction surgery. Safe and instantaneous. New jawline, new eye color. Remove scars, add scars. A new you. A more perfect you.
I'll think about it.
Of course, of course.
We need to talk, Cook.
Oh yeah? Is there some kind of problem?
Are you sleeping with Paul Pembroke's wife?
I really don't see what business it is of yours who I'm sleeping with.
Do we really need to do this the hard way?
I've left tougher than you bleeding in the dirt. You'd better turn yourself around before you find out what the hard way really means.
Last chance. Are you gonna stay away from Darcy or not?
Take it easy. We can talk this through. This whole thing with Darcy and me. Bad idea. I admit it. Not like I planned it or anything. She was just always hanging around here. You know how it is. Look, tell Paul it's over. I swear. I won't even let her in my bar anymore. Is that good enough for you?
That's a good start. Something more concrete would help.
Yeah, okay. I get it. I have an idea. Something I've been thinking about for a while already. Kill two birds with one stone, you know?
What's the idea?
Here's the deal. I have some other, businesses on the side. One of them is helping Nelson Latimer spend his dad's money to make himself feel like a gangster.
Who's Nelson Latimer?
Malcolm's kid. An arrogant little pissant. But useful, since he has all the money in the world and likes to think of himself as a budding crime boss. Me and Nelson are supposed to be meeting some gentleman from Goodneighbor to exchange Nelson's cash for their chems. My plan is simple. We take the money and the chems.
Hold on. I have some questions first.
Yeah? What is it?
Why do you want to screw these guys over all of a sudden?
Oh, it isn't all of a sudden. Nelson's been complaining about my cut for a while now. He may be thinking about trying to strike out on his own. I've been waiting for the right opportunity to present itself, and here it is. Anything else?
What about afterwards? Won't everyone be after us?
Come on. You know the answer. No witnesses. Anything else?
Why smuggle chems into Diamond City? Chems aren't illegal here.
Sure, but Mayor McDonough takes a big cut of all the chems brought into town. Not everybody thinks that's good business. That's where me and Nelson come in. He fronts the cash, I make the arrangements. Cheap chems for Diamond City. Everybody wins. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, so you're in then?
I don't know. An awful lot of unknowns.
Trust me, we can do this, no problem. The meeting's always in the same place. They always bring the same number of guys. They'll never know what hit them.
I guess it's worth the risk. Let's do this.
Now you're talking. I promise, you won't regret it. In a few hours, we're both going to be sitting pretty.
The fuck out of here if you know what's good for you.
I'm just passing through.
Well, then you better keep right on walking, asshole. Now.
We don't want any trouble. Just get out of here.
Are you gonna hand over the money and chems, or do I have to kill you?
Are you serious? Kill this asshole.
Don't move.
You don't have to kill me. I won't talk. I swear.
How can I be sure you won't send anyone after me?
You're not actually thinking about leaving her alive.
I'll tell Morosky it was Gunners, okay? You can trust me. And, I'll give up Morosky's chem lab. This here? This is nothing compared to what he's got stashed there.
What's at this chem lab?
More chems than you can imagine. Morosky's entire stash. But you'll never find it without my help.
Tell me what you know first.
Well, okay. I'm trusting you, right? The lab is in the old Forley fish packing plant, on the waterfront in South Boston.
It didn't turn out to be so secure. I already cleaned it out.
What? Shit! But you still don't need to kill me. I swear I won't tell Morosky anything about this. You've got my word.
What's your word worth? You were ready to give up Morowski's secret lab to save your skin.
You already got everything you wanted. I swear, after I leave here, I've never heard of you in my life. I'll tell Morowski it was the Gunners. He'll never come looking for you, I promise.
Sorry, but I don't believe you.
Screw you, then.
Sorry, Trish.
Oh!
So that's that. I told you it was no problem. The money should still be on Nelson's... body. And then there's these chems, which you'll need to sell somehow. But that's your problem now. I'm leaving town. For good. Should make things easier for Paul to have me gone. Plus, there's no plausible way I could explain to Morowski how I wasn't involved in this unless I die here along with everyone else.
What are you going to do now?
I think I'll just keep that to myself. But don't worry, I've been planning this move for a while. I'll be fine.
Got a minute, Cook? Got a minute?
Ah, you're back. Good news. I figured out how to access the artifact's telekinesis effect. I've hooked it up to this old laser rifle. There's no way to control it without direct neural input. For better or worse, all of that was destroyed when my father took it. But you still have a rather powerful directed force. Here, see what you think.
How does it work?
It uses standard energy cells for power. The artifact's internal power supply was destroyed. Otherwise, point and shoot. It doesn't kill people, but you may still be able to find some use for it. As for myself, I don't know. Maybe I'll finally travel to the Southwest. My father was always convinced that there was another alien city buried somewhere in the Mojave Desert.
Oh, hey there. Didn't expect to be seeing you again. Is something up? It's not the ASAMs, is it?
Anything been happening around here?
Since you helped get rid of those raiders, things have been fairly quiet here. Just the way I like it. But I doubt you came all this way just to ask me that. I assume something is wrong with the ASAMs?
That's why I'm here.
So it is the sensors that bring you here. Look, I'll tell you the same thing I told the others. I know it may seem confusing, but trust me, just stick with it. Keep building with them, and provide your people with proper supervision. Eventually, it'll all make sense.
The others?
You're not the first to make use of the sensors. I've provided a fair few to other folk as well. However, most seem at a loss what to do with them.
What do you mean by proper supervision?
ASAMs are easy enough to use, but sometimes you literally need to tell someone to use them. It's as if people need verbal permission to improve their lives or something.
What else do you have?
What else? Are you saying the sensors aren't enough for you? Well, that's a first. Most people complain ASAMs are too complicated. No one's ever asked for more. I'm starting to get the feeling you're not exactly like most people, are you? Alright, Slick. Consider me curious. What's your story? Like for starters, that Pip-Boy on your wrist. I bet there's a tale behind that.
Why do you ask?
It's not every day someone trips over a Pip-Boy. Heck, it took me years to find mine. So where'd you get yours?
What do you know about Vault-Tec?
Vault-Tec? Well, considering you're wearing one of them blue jumpsuits, chances are you know a lot more than me. Hold on a minute. Pip-Boy. Vault suit. That expression you'd see on a Brahmin getting its first milking. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I get the feeling you're a legit Vault Dweller.
Not really, no. They had us cryogenically frozen in these pods, but something malfunctioned. I woke up at one point. Some people killed my wife and kidnapped my son. I'm trying to find him.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I know what that's... Well, I know something like that ain't easy. You might be surprised how common that kind of thing is out here. I mean, not the frozen in a vault part, but... I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I don't mean to pick at fresh wounds. But what you said about being frozen, are you telling me you're pre-war? Before the bombs?
Yeah. Before the war. Before everything was ruined.
Whoa. Well, that's amazing. You really aren't like most people. Then, if you don't mind my asking, why is a Vault Dweller from the past bothering with settlements and ASAMs?
I want to help people.
That's an admirable goal. I can respect that. And from what I've seen so far, you're the kind who's more than willing to put actions to those kind of words. Well, guess that explains why you're so serious about this settlement stuff.
Excuse me, a moment of your time?
Sure. What do you need?
I just wanted to inform you that I believe I might be able to put my expertise to work for you.
That's great news.
Thank you. It's refreshing to see someone enthusiastic about my work again. Back when I could still be classified as a human, I worked for a company called New Fuel Technologies, a small startup with big ideas. We were working on a design for a hybrid reactor, a new way to generate power that we hoped would make all existing methods obsolete.
That's incredible.
Yes, well, thank you. There were a lot of people involved with the project, but I like to think I was the driving force behind it. At its heart, it was essentially a highly modified thorium salt reactor, using fusion cores to... I'm sorry. How it worked isn't what's important here. The important element is that we had already constructed a prototype as a proof of concept. I was working on some modifications to it when the bombs fell. Which means that model is unfortunately quite out of our reach. However, we were sharing our research with two interested parties in exchange for more funding. Both the Commonwealth Institute of Technology and the Department of Defense had a great deal of interest in our work, and were regularly kept updated. Thus, I believe that there is a higher than negligible chance a copy of our research survived. With that research, we could build hybrid reactors of our own.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Excellent. All I need you to do is locate either the DoD or CIT's copy of our notes. I'll see to training people to actually build a hybrid reactor. Hybrid reactor?
I found some technical documents for you.
All right, let me see that. Yes, this is definitely our research. Everything needed to reproduce the hybrid reactor is right here. I'll need a bit of time to go over this, but I'll get to work on preparing a condensed version right away.
Better than that old Graham or Brahmin that's been sitting out in the sun for days.
Hey there.
I'm busy. Hold up.
Hey there.
I'm sorry, but
I'll be
10
with
cans
you
is all
in
I can
just a
commit to
moment.
right now. It was selling like crazy for a while there, but there's been talk about people getting sick.
People get sick all the time. That has nothing to do with my product. Besides, I mean, I'm only selling the meat you people bring me. If there's something wrong with it, it's your own damn fault.
Oh, so now it's my fault? Forget it, the deal's off. You want to sell your product to the people out there? Then you can get out there and do it your damn self.
What? Hey!
Excuse
come
me.
on!
Looking to trade?
Fine, leave!
What was that in there about people getting sick?
Theo got that old cannery up and running about a year or so back, and convinced me and some of the other traders to start bringing his cans around. It was all good and well for a while, but in the past couple months I've had people complain about getting sick after eating it. Don't get me wrong, not like people dying or anything, just, I don't know. The sales have slumped off and Theo's gotten more uppity. I'm sure I have something you're looking for. You should have a look.
Where did you get that vault suit?
Never been to 81, I take it? I grew up there, but left to be a trader. Here, let me show you where it is. Nice Pip-Boy, by the way. Mine was a piece of junk. Threw it out years ago. So, can I interest you in a trade?
Do you want to set up a permanent shop? I know the perfect place.
I'm confused. Care to see what I've got for sale?
Not right now.
All right. I'll be around.
You're back. We've got a fresh batch of Longneck Lekowski's canned meat. Just pulled out yesterday. You looking to buy?
Sure.
A great price for a great product.